Here's what happened at the final round of the 2025 FIA Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Australia, presented by Sitzler in Darwin, Northern Territory. Simon Langenfelder got up the inside of his teammate Sasha Kunin and grabbed the foxhole shot for the 8th time. But the top two in the championship went bar to bar. Langenfelder in the lead here on the KTM. Kai de Wolf, who was 10 points behind, or 13 points behind coming into this first race, trying to rattle the series leader at the first attempt at the bottom of the downhill. In doing so, Guillaume Perez went by. And with the knowledge that Kai de Wolf was charging down, Langenfelder made his move on Perez for the lead. Made himself around the outside. A lap or so later, de Wolf also found his way past the Triumph and into second. Fans on their feet loving this action in MX2 Race 1. One of the big talking points was Sasha Kunin tagging his back wheel with the front end of Guillaume Perez and crashing out spectacularly at 4th. He would still finish the race, though, in 13th position. Then this was an even bigger talking point. De Wolf down the inside, checks up, Langenfelder goes down. He picked himself up in second. Kai de Wolf took over the lead on lap 14 of 19. And it was Kai de Wolf who went on to win his 12th victory of the season. Langenfelder was second, Perez third, Valin fourth, and Liam Everts came home in 5th place. Fans were absolutely treated to one epic race in that first MX2 encounter, and that meant going into race 2, the gap now between Langenfelder and de Wolf was down to 10 points. In the second race, the first lap started in dry conditions, but there was a big dark black cloud looming large, and it was Sasha Kunin with his 17th foxhole shot over the line at the top of the hill. Langenfelder second, Everts third, Perez fourth. De Wolf nipping into 4th, and then alongside his teammate top of the hill to move into 3rd, and once again he was right after the championship leader and looking to pounce early. He made a mistake here on this opening lap, turn 5, bottom of the hill. And towards the end of the lap, as it started to rain, de Wolf got around the outside of Langenfelder. The two riders clashed. Langenfelder went down. De Wolf then found himself in second position. Langenfelder then fell, and he fell from 6th to 13th. He had issues in the top of the hill here with another rider, and it looked like the championship was slipping away until de Wolf started to have technical issues about a lap or so later because of these heavy conditions. Eventually, when his bike gave up, Langenfelder went past, and all of a sudden, there was no way that de Wolf was able to rectify or close down those 10 points. This was the talking point picture of the moment. Outgoing champ pushing his bike trackside, Langenfelder going by, and as luck would have it, the red flag came out, and as Langenfelder crossed the line, he was deemed world champion 2025 a lap or two later. The first German world champion since 2011, Ken Roczen. But when it was all done and dusted, Kai de Wolf was given a 5th place finish in race 2. He won the overall Grand Prix, Langenfelder second, Valerio Lata third, and it was just 9 points that separated Langenfelder from de Wolf at the top of the championship here in Darwin, Australia. And your podium here this weekend then, Kai de Wolf, Simon Langenfelder, Valerio Lata, Simon Langenfelder, the new world champion, Kai de Wolf second, Andrea Adamo third in 2025.
Believe it right now because it's been happening so much in this last race, especially with this rain and crashes, whatever. But somehow I brought it home and somehow it worked, so super happy.
Just like MX2 Race 1, MXGP Race 1 got off under fine skies. Lucas Kunin crossing the foxhole shot line at the top of the hill for the 13th time. Behind him, Jeffrey Hurlings emerged in second position. Roman Fefra third, Geiser fourth, quickly getting by the championship leader on that green Kawasaki to move into third place. Matteo Guadagnini also tried to get the better of the Kawasaki rider, but was pushed back into fifth at the bottom of the first downhill on what was a fantastic circuit here at the Hidden Valley Motorsports Complex. One rider who came on the end of a receiving shoulder was Maxime Renault, tangled with the 41 of Paul Jonas, would not finish the race. Jonas, in the latter stages, would come under attack from Isaac Gifting to take 9th. That's where he would finish. Jonas was 10th. Romain Febvre fancied a go at Geiser and Hurlings for 3rd or 2nd place, depending on how he would have advanced, but there was a medical flag here, and just after that he wasn't able to latch on anymore. He settled for 4th. That was still a World Championship winning position. Vlaanderen found his way past Guadagnini with about 4 laps to go to move into 6th. Lucas Koenen wrapped up his 14th race win of the season. Hurlings was 2nd, Geiser 3rd, but all the news was about Romain Febvre, who crossed the line in 4th place to seal his 2nd world title, his first in 10 years, the first for Kawasaki in MX1 or MXGP, and the first in the Premier Class since 1998, when it was Sebastian Tortelli who was crowned world champion. Antti Pyränen, Kimi Räikkönen, everybody in Lommel, up front and behind the scenes, a fantastic season for them. Koenen winning the race from Hurlings, Geiser, Febvre. Febvre crowned world champion with still 1 race to go. With MXGP Race 2 following on from MX2 Race 2, we saw the heavy rains and downpours left the circuit in a bit of a quagmire. The red flag obviously came out to stop MX2 Race 2. Riders had their little get-together, the FIM, the officials, and Infront Motor Racing had their chat, and in the end, David Longo, Infront Motor Racing CEO, decided it wasn't safe to continue, and we would not be running the 2nd race. Everybody was in agreement.
Congrats to everybody.
Antonio Leo Portela congratulating everybody for their season's hard work. And so we went straight to the podium, as it was then, for the final race of the year that we had. Lucas Koenen, Jeffrey Hurlings, Tim Geiser. That was your top 3 from Romain Febvre, Ruben Fernandez, and Calvin Vlaanderen. Great bit of sportsmanship there as well between the two championship rivals. But it was Febvre who was crowned world champion over Lucas Koenen and Glenn Koldenhoff, his 2nd bronze medal. Koenen back-to-back 2nds. He was 2nd in MX2 last year. Romain Febvre, his 1st title in 10 years. 2 now for the Frenchman. But Lucas Koenen stood on the top step of the podium here, the MXGP of Australia, presented by Sitzler, flanked by Jeffrey Hurlings and Tim Geiser. But the World Championship podium belonged to Romain Febvre. Lucas Koenen 2nd, Glenn Koldenhoff 3rd. He got the gold medal. That got him that first roar of approval. Then he took the gold medal after the gold plate. Another roar of approval, of course, then when he got his hands on the World Championship trophy. An even bigger roar from the Frenchman. 33 years young, Romain Febvre, your 2025 FIM MXGP World Champion. Winning here in Australia, the title.
A lot of emotion coming up. Just remember, like, just the hard times, like the injury, like many things like this. And it took me 10 years to be again a world champion. So it's just that I feel like I achieved something in my career, and just feeling on the top of the world.